Hi y'all, Wilhelmina here with Wall Decor by Faye. Technology and I don't get along. We've been trying to hook up the Mevo to my business page and it will only go to my personal page. And we don't understand why, because we've done it 100 times before. So we're doing this from my phone. Anyway, let's just do this. I thought we would get a little acquainted again. It's been a hot minute since I've been on, and I thought we would make this cute basket right here. I got it all prepped, thank goodness, because usually my lives take a hot minute. And I thought maybe we'd open up a couple of boxes that I got and possibly use some of the items from it, because you know, if you've watched me before, you know I do a lot of winging it with Willie, because how my life usually goes, we wing it. So I'm going to get my two boxes that I have, and I'm going to open them up and we'll check out. I did put a bunch of stuff aside just in case I don't use those, because I don't really remember what are in these boxes. So we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. Hi CT, how are you? I can see you on my phone. Steve's trying to hook it up to the... CT, I might be giving you a call because we could not hook up the Mevo to my business page to save our life. It'll only hook up to my personal page. So that's what we've been doing for the last almost half hour, trying to get it hooked up. So onward and upward, right? We're going to take a couple of the boxes that I got and open them up and see what we can use to put in this cute basket. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's I'm in Virginia Beach and it's sunny here, but it's cold. It was 32 degrees this morning, and I don't think it's supposed to get a whole lot warmer. And this is from Big Sugar Creek Farm. I don't know if y'all can see. And so, you know, they do a lot of the live ribbon sales and all that on the ribbons to bows. But this, believe it or not, is not. This right here anyway is not ribbon. So we have some greenery. I'm not sure what this is. I don't know the names of the greenery. And this doesn't have a name on it, just a number. So it's got a lot of vines in it. Like the vines, and some berries. Pretty pretty. So this is a possibility to go in this basket. This is what we're going to be working on today in case you just jumped on. If you could, y'all, share the love. I really could use it. I'd appreciate it. So I got 2 of those because I usually order more than one if I think I'm going to like it. So put that down there. Oh yeah, and so I ordered this quite a minute ago because I had gotten 2 of these moss heart bases. So I thought those were super pretty. I thought they were really cool. I'm not sure how I'm going to use them yet, but I'll figure out something. And if you want to know the SKU on it, it's KC1073. KC1073. And I got 2 of those as well. And I did get 2 ribbons. Ooh, a nice blue. I think they call this that shabby chic ribbon. It's oh no, it's Dupioni it says. But I think it's the 7/8 because it's really thin. It's really thin, but it's super pretty. And I'm really into the thinner ribbons lately. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up here. And then I have the berries. I guess I thought they would go good together. The blueberries. For summertime. So yeah. So that's all that's in that box. So the greenery might go in the basket. But that would be about it.
Are you sure you're live?
Yeah. I see people talking.
I don't see you.
Yeah, we can't seem to get anything going with the tablet. Y'all, I don't know if everything has changed with Facebook changed over to Meta or what. I don't know, but we've had the hardest times trying to get all this live stuff squared away. Because now I can see your comments on my phone up there, but I can't read them. I can barely see who it is. So, yeah. But I'm going to be going live every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, starting February 3rd. So I figured I better get unrusty and get this taken care of before we wait till the last second. Now I have some of these filler flowers. Oh, I love these filler flowers. They're super cute. They're those mini daisies, and they're in all the colors. Oh, this is from Babam Reese, Miss Amy. And these are, see, aren't those the cutest? I love those. I think those might be going in here today. Maybe, we'll see. I did bring some mushrooms out because mushrooms are so big. So I did get 2 of those. Oh, I knew I had ordered some butterflies, y'all. Because butterflies seem to be so big this year. Oh, I thought I ordered 2 different colors. No, I did. Oh, okay. I did order 2 different colors. God, y'all, I'm a hot mess today. And it's only Tuesday. So I got, and they're on twigs, so these are super cute. I know I'm going to use the pink ones in today's design. But these are purple and blue. I don't know if you can see. Super pretty. Super pretty. But I don't see a tag with this. Oh, wait, here it is. And this is 82644-LV as in Victor. And that's for the blue and purple. Because purple is really big this year. And I have a lot of lavender to use. A lot. So, and I did get 2 ribbons. So I guess my thing is 2 ribbons. I got this for the bee designs, of course. You know, with the, there we go. With the little polka dots. And then the beautiful, it's kind of a mauvey pink. 1 inch. And that would be all. So we will be using the, I'm gonna stick these down here. Now these baskets are really cool because they have like at the top here about this far down, they have like a little ledge for you to put your greenery, your floral foam on. So you don't have to use a whole lot and figure out how you're going to attach it. So all I did was use a couple of floral pins in the back and a couple in the front, and then what if I could still see some, I covered it with some of the moss. And I like the super limey green moss I get from Walmart. It's really good. So let me get some of this out of the way. And we'll get started. I have some of this ivy that I absolutely love. And I got this last year from Greenery Gal. And I did buy some on her live sale Sunday night. She goes live Sunday nights. And has a live sale for greeneries and florals. You got to check her out. That's Greenery Gal. And if you need the code for this one, it is 80091-LT_GN for light green. So pretty. I use this in so much, so I did order a bunch more. And then these I got from Carolina Pottery last year. That's like a 3-hour drive for me, so we go there every once in a while. I haven't been in a hot minute, but I got these, so just in case I wanted to use these. And then these I got from the at-home store the last trip I went, and they had these cute little bunny butts. So I figured I'd maybe put a bunny butt in there instead of a bow. Maybe. We'll see. We will see. So, oh yeah, let's get started. I did pull some of my own things that I had. And these, believe it or not, look how pretty they are. They're from Walmart. And I got them like over a month ago because I've already made a few things with it. If y'all saw my candlestick that I painted, and I put, you know, florals around it. And these were the little roses that I used. And yeah, so they're from Walmart. W2259376Y. It just says orange and yellow dash and then that number. So that's what these are. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to get started. I have this. Honestly, I couldn't tell you where I got it. It's in my stash of greenery. I have this one because it's a lot of the mixtures. I love the mixed, but it's not. Oh, no, it is a pusher. It is a pusher. And I also have this one that is like one of my good favorites from Hobby Lobby. And it has the little yellow bits and pieces on the tips of it. So these are good too. So I think I'm going to start with these in the bag. I don't want to cover up too much of the design on this part of the basket because I think it's super pretty. Yeah, and the code on this is 435065. 435065. And, you know, go there when it's 50% off. Nice. Does that get y'all flustered too when you can't get... I get so aggravated with computers and stuff. It just drives me insane. But yeah, I knew I have to start getting, this is one of the things I said I was going to be doing this year, is doing more lives and writing things down. I absolutely hate writing things down, but I'm getting to that age where I need to because I forget it just like that. So I'm so sorry I can't read y'all's comments, but if you could, like, or, you know, sprinkle and share the love and all that, I'd really appreciate it. And check out my Etsy shop. We do sublimate signs, so we have a lot of signs, a lot of new ones, a lot of beach signs, you know, Valentine's, a couple of St. Patrick's, a lot of Easter, cute Easter signs coming up. So if you could, you know, check it all out. Do ribbons. I do have some designer ribbons in my shop as well. I was gonna do my easel and all, because since I had the Mevo, but since no Mevo, I don't have a way to get the picture in and all that stuff. So here we go, winging it with Willie. I do have my pick machine just in case. I'm going to start with these. I pushed them up. I don't know if I'll need them pushed up all the way, but I'm going to start putting this in at an angle. Now the foam does not go all the way out to the side. So I'm just going to all the way out to the edge of the basket. That little edge stops right about here on either side, so that's why I'll just put the longer stuff on the edge and just go from there. So are y'all ready for spring and summer like I am? I honestly, once Christmas is done, I'm done too. I'm ready for spring and summer to get here. Super ready. Just gonna cut all these off because I know I'll use the whole thing. These are like my favorite go-to. They're good in centerpieces, these door hangers, all sorts of stuff. I love these door hangers. I do have a lot of them. In all different styles. It's very aggravating not being able to talk with y'all. I should get one of those phones that has the uber big font. Do you call it font on a phone? The uber big type on there so I could see from here. So I'm going to put this one in, but just a little bit higher. I'm not going to make it too full because I really, really, really want to see all this nice scrolling here. So I'm going to leave it wispy. But I want it nice and airy too. Oh, y'all, I came across this one. Got to show you. This one, I guess it's a cherry blossom. This is from Hobby Lobby, y'all. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And I just thought that would look so good in here too, with these little rosebuds. Look at that. I just thought that would be so pretty. And then some of these little fillers. I did have these as fillers, and they're super similar. They're super similar, but they're a little bit different. And this one I did get from Jen with Jam Designs US. I got them from her. They're just a little bit different than the other ones. Not a whole lot. But these, the ones from Babam are like little daisies. These are like, they look like little carnations or mums or something. They're not the best with flowers, but isn't that gorgeous with all these twirlies? I love these. And especially the moss covered ones. And normally it's $16.99 for this one pick, but of course going 50% off. And it's, I guess it's the SS15-7. Because then there's a whole long number underneath that. I don't know. But yeah, you won't miss it if you see it. I thought those were gorgeous. What do y'all think? They're pretty, aren't they? Okay, let's get to getting. So what have y'all been up to? Not like I can see your comments. That's so horrible. And I had so much ready to say. And now that I got all flustered, everything just went out of my head. I got so flustered, y'all. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go live at 12:45. 12:45 came and went. Gosh. I'm like, am I not supposed to go live? What's up? It didn't used to be this hard. You just push a button and bam, you're live. I know from my phone it was. And then, of course, we couldn't remember the passwords and all that stuff. And then my face gets all red, y'all. It's horrible. It's horrible. So if I'm a little flushed, that's why. So I don't know if you know, last week was my birthday. And I turned 59 years old, y'all. Last year, my 50s. Kind of freaking out a little bit. Kind of freaking out a lot of it. But, you know, it is what it is. My brother's fixing to turn 75, so I am okay. And we went to P.F. Chang's for dinner. I don't know if y'all know, it's a Chinese bistro. And they have the most fabulous food. And I ordered like all the appetizers that I love. We could have just eaten appetizers. Our table was full. I went, my son went, my husband went, and my best girlfriend. And we had the best time, y'all. It was really wonderful. I had like one of the best birthdays I've had in a long time. It was super nice. My girlfriend is one of those people who's a super duper thoughtful, I mean, really thoughtful gift giver. She puts a lot of thought and time and effort into everything she does. She's awesome. Her name is Gail. So if you're on here, Gail, hi. She's awesome. She is. She brings a big smile on her face. Yeah. So this is what we've got going so far. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. So I don't want to fill it in too much. I want it to be airy. So we can still see the scrolling, like I said. I don't know if I'll use this because this is a little thicker. But I do want to change up. I do want, because I have some of this too. What I think I'll do next is grab some of this filler here and cut this up. Are you like me, hate to cut this stuff up? I hate it. And to use it and sell it, and it's gone. I guess that'd be classifying me as a hoarder, wouldn't it? Yeah, but it was fun. My son is 25. His name's Joshua. He came with us to dinner, which he usually doesn't do, so that was nice. Yeah, and he got me some really pretty flowers, and he knew the right colors to get me and everything. I'm wondering if I should just spread this out, and I think I'm going to leave this like this and just kind of play with it and spread it around. Let's give it a shot. I'll probably end up having to pull off this floral tape, but for now I'm just going to leave it on. We'll see. Oh, things are falling, things are falling. My dog was under the table, and I guess she got bored. She just said, I'm out of here. She could probably sense that things were going wrong and said, I'm really out of here. Okay, this is a little long, so I'm going to take it out. This part that I have to stick in there, because it's not real deep. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit. Cut all this icky off. There we go. That's much cleaner anyway. And I'm just going to stick it back in that same hole. There we go. That looks better. And I'll just kind of spread this around. And see, look what it did. That's so pretty. And all I did was just stick that whole stem right there in the center. So we'll grab another one off of here. So y'all, I know we all have, us being creatives, tons of ribbon and all that. And I know we say we're all going to start clean our room this year. But it seems like I'm doing the same as I did last year. It's clean, clean, clean. And then I got to switch holidays and seasons. And then it's not so clean again. And I'm really, really, really trying to use what I have, because every time I bring out all my supplies for the next season from last year, oh my gosh, I have so much. No wonder I couldn't make everything I wanted to make, because I have so too much. But I don't know about y'all, but it's so hard to see all the new pretties and not be able to buy. I think I'm going to have to pick this one, because it just kind of bent wonky when I pressed it down into the foam. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick it. Can y'all see my mess over there? Oh, good. No, you can't. Just want to make sure. So I've started doing some little fake bakes too. My left palm's itching. That's good. And so I've been doing that a little bit. I have a booth in a storefront down in Virginia Beach, in a nice part of town. And so I have to make stuff to go in there too, in my Etsy shop. And I'm really trying to get over the anxiety. I created a web page, but I don't have anything in it yet. The page is fabulous looking. It's got all little doors for all the different, sections, the ribbon, the signs, the wreath, centerpieces, all the whole 9 yards. But then you open the little door, there's nothing in there. So that is one of my goals for this year too, is to get over this stupid, useless anxiety and get that going too. The store has been, it's a lot of work. It's a good half-hour drive, so to have the store and the Etsy shop, because I don't want to have the same thing in the store as my Etsy shop, because then if one sells, because then otherwise I have to make at least 2 of everything, and so it can be a little challenging. I kind of jumped into it, but that's what I do. Thank goodness for my friend Gail. She's the sensible thinker and, thinks things through. Not me. I'm like, oh, this is a sign. I'm doing it. And I do. And I'm a Capricorn, so that's not really don't think that's how Capricorns usually are. But I think that's just the creative in me. It's just like, what the heck, give it a shot. I mean, because I found out about it. I knew of the painted tree because it's nationwide. And Kali, I was in Kali's group, and she's in the painted tree in Houston. And so I'm like, oh, cool. I was getting a pedicure, and I was talking about my wreath like I always do and handing out business cards and everything. And this lady said, well, have you heard about the painted tree? And I'm like, where have I heard that? And she's like, yeah, they're opening one up in Virginia Beach. And I knew exactly where, you know, because she told me where. And so I knew where it was supposed to be. And she's like, yeah, and this was maybe 2 weeks before they were going to open. So after my pedicure, I went home, I went online, I filled out the application. This was a Saturday. And so by Monday, I heard back, and they're like, yeah, come on. And, you know, here's the layout. Choose your booth that you want, and, you know, this and that. And so I did, and I just jumped right in, and now they're opening one up in Richmond, which is still in Virginia, but it's about 3 hours away. So what you do is you pay for your booth, and then they get 10% of what you sell. You know, what you sell for the month. So it's you know, it's not bad. It's really not bad. And they're open from like 10 to 8 every day. So that's a lot of exposure. But that's just, you know, but keeping up with the shop is kind of difficult. You got to change out your decor and, you know, move things around so people see things in different spots. Maybe see something that they didn't notice before. You know how that goes. So I haven't been down there in a couple weeks. I had a sale to try to get rid of some of my leftover Christmas stuff. And so I'm just gonna, this is what it's looking like so far, y'all. Isn't that cute? I just love the wildflower look. I really do. So I'm gonna stick this one in the very front. And just kind of spread it out. And so it laps down here. Now it's looking like I don't know if I'm going to use that big pick that I got from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I don't know if I'll need it. Because this is more of a wispy, wild, meadowy sort of looking thing. That's what I see in my head. So I think I'm going to take some of the ivy. I'm going to use these after the ivy. And then the butterflies. Because I don't want it too uber fall. So I don't think I'm going to use... I might use like the little one. I'm thinking, can you smell the burn? Can you smell that? So I'm going to take a couple of these. I absolutely love this. And you know what I'm obsessed with right now too is rose leaves. They're so pretty on grapevines. Oh my goodness, they're gorgeous. Y'all, I will go back through your comments when I'm done and answer any questions or, you know, chat with you. I'm so sorry. This is just horrible. But I promise next time I come live, I will, we will have this fixed. My husband's an IT, so he said he would check into it for me. We were just trying to get it done right quick, and I got flustered, and it's not a pretty sight when I get flustered. Especially when it comes to technology. I just have no patience for it, and it's horrible. So I thank God for my husband. I know I don't tell him enough, but I do. And I think I will use some of this in there, because it's nice and light and springy. Just little bits. I love that frosted sort of look. And I'm going to have this, I'm just going to bend it down so it'll hang nice and low. I just think that looks so cool. And then sometimes I'll attach, like if it's hanging down, I might attach it to the front of the basket. I'm going to leave a spot for the bunny feet, because I just think they're so cute. And when I saw those, I had to buy a bunch. Plus, since it was my birthday month, you know, you got 15% off plus your boss discount at the at-home store for your birthday. Well, so I got the 15% off coupon. And so I was saving it until they got some more springtime stuff in. So I'm like, so I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use it. And then I got another coupon from the at-home for 20% off for my birthday month. So I was like, I should have used them all at once, but I didn't want to take the chance. So I just used the 20 first. And I have till the 8th of February, so we'll see. And look, you get so many cuts on this thing, and you can even, some of them are super long. These are just fabulous, and they're not expensive at all. I think they're like under $5 for real. And you can cut them. But look, it's so, it just reminds me of like an English wild garden or something. I think it's so uber pretty. Look at those. And then you have some shorter ones too. But you get a lot. I've already cut 2 stems off of it, so you get a good little amount. So I'm gonna cut these off long, and then if I need to, I can cut it shorter. And they're nice. The wire's really stiff, so these are good. These are fabulous. So I'm gonna sit here and look at it. This is what we've got going on so far. See how? I usually like to make one side like a little bit shorter and then have a cluster of one. So I think this spot right here I'm going to leave open for the little bunny feet. So I'm going to put some more long ones over here on this right side. Right at the very front edge of the phone. Yeah, my husband's still working from home. He has ever since COVID. The lockdown and everything. So he got a new job right after we got locked down. And so I think he's maybe put in a week's worth of work at the office. So he's been home. So when we moved, I put my office downstairs and his is upstairs. You know. You know how that goes. I mean, we've been together like 27 years now, so I'm going to try to put some of this a little higher up in this corner so it looks like it's cascading down. I might even put some going up here, and then I have some of that binding wire that I can attach it with. So it'll go up and around a little bit. I think I might try that right now. Thanks, y'all. So I'm going to go and put this in here. I really wanted to use my my easel because I've had it forever and I don't use it a whole lot. I usually do sit down while I'm designing. It's just easier for me. And then I pick it up, but I'm going right here at the edge of the foam. And then I'm going to lift these up and go behind. And then I have some binding wire over here in my mess of things. This is the binding wire. And I'm just going to pull this up against the handle and wrap this through and around, and you won't even be able to tell that it's there. I'm going to try to get this set up so that y'all will be able to, once I start doing the lives more regularly, I want to get it set up so y'all can see down and much better viewpoints and get this Mevo thing straightened out. Just so frustrating. I don't even know why it would let you record a live on your personal page, because you're not supposed to, right? Or am I misunderstanding that? Someone will have to let me know. And now I'm just, where I cut it off, there's a little bit sticking out, so I'm just sticking it in between the handle. So now it's kind of up there and on the handle. I might put another one up here so it's not sticking out so far. But it's looking so pretty. So pretty, so pretty. Don't even know if I'm going to use those bigger flowers. I might just use all these little fillers. Crazy. So now these are not pushers. So I can cut them in half. And I'll cut it like right about here. Yeah. So then I've got 2 stems out of there. And I will use these in and about because I think they go good with that, don't you? Looks so pretty. I think I'm going to pick it because this stem isn't very long. And I want this to have a little more height. Okay, now, when it does that, I grab my needle nose and pull it out with that and pinch the little tongs at the same time so that I'm sure that it'll stay in there. Some of those stems just aren't big enough for that thing to hold on to, or I don't push the clamp hard enough. So I'm going to go back in the back here and kind of put my hand so I can get more in the, that's just too much of a pain. Never mind. Erase that. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of, I put it right in front of this taller one and right behind the fillers. So it'll kind of fill in here. I'm gonna, for the back part here, I'm going to use, now this is another, this is like my very favorite bush from the at-home store. They changed the location of it and I was freaking out. So I went to the front and I'm like, this little green bush, it kind of looks like carrot tops. They knew exactly what I was talking about. So this number on here, oh, good gosh. It's 91607 69799. That's the big code on the bottom of it, underneath the, the barcode. It's the big number underneath there. But this, I just love it. It just reminds me of carrots. So I bought a bunch of that. And I like this from Hobby Lobby too. So I'm going to use those to fill in the back so you don't see all the goings on of all this pretty stuff from the back. I mean, in case like your customer has a glass door that they put it on. That was not a good thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So it was funny, I got sidetracked about P.F. Chang's. Our waitress was really good, and then I had this little headband on, of course, and it had 2 birthday cakes on it with little candles, and they bounced around. So, and then I had a sash that said, I'm the birthday girl. And, so everybody, if you know me, you know me. Everybody's got to know that it was my birthday. And so another waiter came up, he's like, it's my birthday too. And he was kind of balding, he was mature. And I'm like, so what year were you born? And he was 4 years younger than me. And I was like, oh, okay, happy birthday. Like, oh, talk about a smack in the face. Oh, yeah. So I have to keep reminding myself, yeah, your brother's 75, so it's okay. It's okay. Now these are super pretty and I like the way these are turning out in here. I really do. I'm sitting there in my head thinking if I can, if I have a different color butterfly, but I don't know if I do. Because I'm thinking these might be too dark. I'm not sure, but we'll try. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to pick these both because it just is. It goes in so much easier. Yes. With the pick. Now, I did get my pick machine, y'all, from Marketplace about 3 years ago for $50. So, look, seriously, look on Marketplace. And I only paid, I think, $20 shipping from Pennsylvania to here. So, that was not bad because this thing weighs a ton. Now, I'm going to put some of this down here. On this side because I have some on that side in the middle, and I'm going to put some down here. So I'll lay this down. And I'm trying to pull up some of this. Going right here on the edge. Just to fill it in. Kind of like this a lot. I'm going to check out. This is going to be a fun stem to cut. I have a stem cutter, but it's under my table. And this, the code on this is 89112 85468. So if you have to go online to look for it, then you can. If you need me to, you know, if you need me to let you know what the number is again, I will go through my comments afterwards, and I'm gonna cut this in half, and I can answer it then. I can let you know. Just in case, I just cannot see that far up. There you go. It's horrible. But I like the way this is turning out so nice and light and airy. Because then you can use this for Easter. You can take the bud out and just have it for spring. I think that is where I want it. But I might have to shorten this quite a bit. I do think that's... How does that look? Think right there, y'all? Or no butt? Let's do hearts for it. You like the butt here. And thumbs up if you don't. Do you like the butt here? Or should I not do a butt? And just have flowers. Hearts up if I should have a bunny butt there. Or a bunny butt at all. Should I have a bunny butt? I'm going to put in some more of these while I'm thinking about it. Oh, I already got one off. Oh, good. I leaned over. I'm glad I didn't get picked. Do you think I should put a bunny butt? I can't tell if y'all are saying you got to send me hearts or something so I know, because I can't read comments. I just can't. My husband's still working on it. Such a trooper. I would have given up a long time ago. I'm really liking this. It's so pretty. Hearts, I should do a bunny butt. Okay. Okay. I'll do a bunny butt. I'm going to cut this a lot shorter then, so that he's right there. If I need to pick it, I will. I'm just gonna, and I think I did cut it too short. No, it's good. He's good. Okay, and his little feet just go right over the edge. That's perfect. You know what I should do? Oh, yeah. Some carrots. Oh. I gotta think where my carrots are. Why did I not think of carrots? Trying to think where my... Oh, it's right there. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to go get me some carrots. Oh, now I got to jump over all this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay. come. Carrots, carrots everywhere. So I have some of these little ones. They're not uber little. I think I have smaller ones. But I can cut these out of here. I don't know. I don't know. Not real crazy about this. So I might just cut, if I can find my scissors. I'm gonna cut this off, y'all. And then my little doojobby here, I'm gonna do a transplant surgery on here. Right quick. These are fabulous. Look at that. See, and I can just poke this in there. I'm gonna pick it and see if that'll work. And I'm gonna try, y'all. I'm gonna try to pick this in here. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's kind of long, so I'm gonna cut part of this, the metal pick off at an angle. So you, so I can get that down in there a little farther. I think this might be a little too big, but we'll see. Too much greenery, but I like it. I like it. I think that looks cuter. Doesn't that look better? I think that looks better than that green raffia. So now I'll let this cool down for a second so I don't burn myself. And just wipe this off. And then I'm gonna take, I have this little bag. I have a little bag full of all these little leftover stem thingies. So I will cut this. And see about jamming this in here. I'm gonna jam this in here at an angle. Maybe. I do have an awl. Where's my awl? Oh, I have a needle. I couldn't reach my awl, so I can put that in there like that. And then I can put this in there at an angle and have a carrot. A little carrot pick. Ta-da! So now I'll take this and see how this goes. Keep your fingers crossed. Oh, look, how am I gonna... And I'm going to put this right next to his hiney. I'm going to have to pick this because I cut it a little too short. I want it to stick out a little more so you see it next to his hiney better. Like he's going in for some carrots. So I'm going to stick this right here next to his tuchus. There we go. And then it just added some greenery to there too. Whoop, whoop, look at that. So look, there we go. And I'll probably do that, you know, a couple more here and there around. So it looks like, you know, a little wild carrot garden. I'm going to have to, you can still see the top of the pick a little bit. So I'll figure out something to go on there. Maybe I'll figure out something. I'll just cut some of this greenery shorter and glue it on there. That's what I'll do. Okay, but I do want to add a little more flowers, I think. Maybe not. Need something over here. I think I want to add a little more ivy. And then I'm going to add some. But look, how y'all liking it? It looks cute, but doesn't it? I think it needs. Okay, something over here. Needs Maybe not. Maybe it was just looking dark. I don't know. Now I think I want a little more flowers, so I'm going to open up this other little filler bush thing. And see about adding a little bit to either side without sticking it in my glue pot. But I have to make a few things to bring down to the painted tree for spring, because I can't really get to the stuff in my garage. Y'all, this last week, Gail had the week off from work, and so we had said to each other when she had her week off, we planned over the holidays that when she had her week off that we would, clean up her house and work on her storage and all that stuff. So we did a lot of packing up of stuff because she downsized. So we needed to pack up a lot of stuff, so she didn't feel so overwhelmed, which we all understand being creators. You know how that goes. So that's what we did last week, packing and packing. And then, so it was Sunday was the day to do our storage. We had to move my storage closer since we moved, which was over a year ago. So we finally did it on Sunday. If I never have to pack and unpack again, it won't be too soon, because that is just the worst ever. So I'm going to put some of this peachy looking over here on this side. I think I'm going to pick it because it's getting a little full inside there now. And it's getting harder to poke in these fatter stems. So I don't think I'm going to do a ribbon. I did pull some ribbons out. I'll show you in a second. That I was thinking of using. But I think well, I know it'll be too much if I did a bow. So I'm not feeling a bow in this one. Ooh, look at that. That looks pretty. I like the way you did that. So that looks good. So I pulled out these three, because I do make bows to go in my shop too. And in my store, I call Painted Tree my store and my Etsy my shops to keep them, situated. But look at these three together. Isn't that pretty? So then I was thinking, oh, maybe this one. And then now I just got that other one, so, but I don't think I want to put a bow in this one. Maybe the next one, because I have another one of these. And then I have like 3 or 4 without the scrolling. But can you still see the scrolling? That's my thing. Yeah. Somewhat. The best laid plans, right? I'm wondering. I want a little bit of white of the little berry thingies to go out on this side like they did on that side. So I'm going to do that. I'll pull out this stem right here. I love designing for Easter and all that. Do y'all? I love it. I love it. I love all these colors. I'm a very colorful person, if you can't tell. Oh, speaking of colorful. Okay. My hair was like super gray, y'all. I hadn't colored it in a hot minute. Because all of a sudden, like 2 days before I was supposed to get my hair done, because I go like every 6 weeks to get it colored. So 2 days before I was supposed to go get it colored, I get a notification from my salon that the girl who does my hair is no longer there. No idea where she is. She just doesn't work there anymore. Couldn't find her. And she had, because I like to do 3 or 4 different colors, and she had my color down pat. And I could just go to her, because I do a lot on Pinterest, so I could just go to her and go, look, I want this, and she could do it. I was so happy. So then she's MIA. So I've been hair colorist shopping. Gotta find the right person. Went to one girl. Didn't do good. Didn't do well. So I was not happy, and I paid almost $300. So I was really not happy. And this was right after Thanksgiving. So I let it just go gray for a while, and I was like, okay, keep searching and keep searching. So then I went to this one place that I had looked on a website for and found them, and they're right close. Well, it's called a hair lab. So they have, I found out that there are junior levels, level 1, 2, 3, and something called a PA, which I can only think is professional artist. That's the only thing that I could think of that it was. So I went in there to question, you know, how much is this going to cost? Because I didn't do it the last one, and I got bamboozled. Why didn't I pick this? And so she's like, okay, I'll, you know, itemize it for you, because I told her exactly what I wanted. She's like, okay, I'll write everything out itemized. Don't you know that her total before tip came to $415. $415. That's my car payment. I'm like, I'll have to discuss this with my husband. But, you know, she knew. Oh, I'm never going to see her. Oh, way. Because then if you have to tip, and then you tip 20%, that's $500 total. To color my hair and then do that same thing again in 6 weeks? No. So then I'm trying to figure out where to put these colors, because I love them, and I had an idea, and then it went out of my head. But yeah. No, yeah. I was like, there is nothing that you could do to my hair that would make me love $500 worth. No, nothing. So I'm just gonna put this in the back here. Nothing. I could. Is that a lot, y'all? Am I just not with the times or something? Because would you have paid $500? I mean, $415 before tip to get your hair done. Yeah, I need something right there. I was floored. I couldn't. Like I am now. I'm dumbfounded. Because I was only paying like $135 before. So I'm like, wow, where is my girl? So I'm on the hunt. So if anybody's in Virginia Beach and you know a good hair colorist, please let me know. That's not $500. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. I'm still shocked. I am still shocked. So the night before my birthday, I was shopping with my friend Gail, and we found a box color of Midnight Magenta, and I said, well, let's color it, because I was not going to look the way I was looking on my birthday. I said, no, I can't. So we just watched movies and colored my hair the night before my birthday. That's what we did. And yeah, it'll last me until I can find someone to do my hair. I can still see the foam down in there, so I don't. What did I? Oh yeah, I said I need it right here. And I thought I'd put enough moss down. Evidently not. I just wanted it to cover the front, because I'm like, usually I put too much moss in there. And more than I needed to do, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll be sparingly this time. So we're going to do another surgery, but I'm going to use this one this time. And I have a little topping for my carrot. We're almost done, y'all, I promise. I say that every time. And then remember, I have to cut this. And I'll cut this down a little bit. This in there. Yeah, I was just floored. And my hair grows gray too fast to do all that. This one's not wanting to go down. I wonder, okay. Oh, I'm mutilating this poor carrot. I might just have to stick it down like that. He might just get one of these little, set that to the side so I don't attack. So might just get a little stuck down on there. I'm just gluing it to the foam. And he'll just kind of stick out like that. Hey, and that can cover up some of the bald spot too. But I'm just going to load the back up with this greenery to cover up the works. Yeah. And then when I'm off camera, I can do the carrots and stuff myself. Because I know I've taken up a lot of your afternoon. Sure you have things to do, places to go, people to see. And see, so that's just going to cover up the works. I don't know where that came. Oh, that came from this, right? So now I got to glue this down. Thank goodness for hot glue. Okay. Maybe I'll put, if I can find maybe some little Easter eggs, I can put some Easter eggs hiding in there. And that'll cover up some of the foam too. But I just don't want you to be able to see all the pick stems and all that. And this will add a little bit of depth down here at the bottom. I'm just kind of shoving it in there because I don't want it all over your door or whatever, you know. So I'll add some, and then I'll use some of this too. So like I said, if you haven't, you know, if you're new to my page, please do all the good things, the spread the love, sprinkle, all that good stuff. Like, follow, share, whatever. I'd really appreciate it. I'm so close to like 4,000 finally. It's taking me forever. But this is my year. I can feel it in my bones, y'all. This is my year. And you know, if you say it out loud, if you have a better, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You don't have a better chance. It's going to happen. So that's my mantra this year. Say it out loud. Say it out loud. Yeah. I just love this stuff. Gosh, I just love it. So then a little bit of it can spray out here, and you'll see a little bit of it through there. But right here, I'm going to have to get right here in the middle. I don't know why they give you such a long thing for such a short little do-jobby. Because they gather right here. Yeah. There we go. So, and these are really quick little projects, these little baskets. Unless you're me, of course, and they take an hour or so. But, hey, that's okay. That is okay. As long as it comes out pretty, who cares? And this is honestly quicker than if I do it when I'm by myself and not on a live, y'all. Really is quicker. There. Now see, that's the back. So here's the front, y'all. Super cute, I think. I might add, you know, I'm going to add a couple more carrots, but I won't make you watch that. And I'm going to go hunt for some little bitty Easter eggs. I have like 5 totes in the garage alone just for Easter. So I know I have some eggs somewhere. So I'm going to add those. And yeah, I think it turned out cute. Maybe I'll stick a bow up here. Who knows? I'll post pictures later. And it'll probably be in my shop because then I can make one for my store and one for my shop. So thanks, y'all. Thanks for coming on and saying hi. Your patience with me and not being able to read the comments and coming on later than I said I was going to. All that happy horse hockey. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to get to know most of y'all, well, some of y'all, new ones, better in the days to come because I'm going to be going live a lot more. We're going to figure this out and I'm going to do it right, okay? Thanks, y'all. Have a blessed day and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Now I gotta go turn this on.